Well, welcome to the Briar Patch. This is the road that heads 8 miles down to the highway, and I'm kind of panning over towards our south property line down in here. Believe it or not, down there somewhere is a creek. We're in July, so it's not running real strong, but it's there. Have a couple of cars heading by in the background there. But this is our south property line. It goes, I think, I'm not sure how many feet that direction. Panning back to the road. Across we have big trees. This isn't ours. This is the other side of the road where the creek is down here. Panning on down, here comes another truck. There's a culvert that runs underneath this road. Panning on up to the north. That's the road that heads to our house. I don't know if you can make it out way up there. There's a stop sign. That's roughly pretty near our property line, the corner. And we run from somewhere in the middle of the road here, a straight line straight up there somewhere. You can see there's quite a few old stumps if you look around back from the day. A lot of reforestation going on up here. We head on up the road. These are maple trees here. More maples in the back and a couple of alders back there as well. Have a little bit of property here. Kind of walking up the road. I don't know if we can make it out or not, but we did attempt to build a tree fort up there between a hemlock, a cedar, and a maple. It's fallen into disrepair at this point. Never really got used. It's kind of neat though. Moving on up, we do have a neighbor who has an easement through our property, and this is how he gets home. He runs through the property here. Let's take a walk down his driveway. Kind of gives you a view of the south side of the house and what we open up into. A lot of little scrub type trees. Somewhere down this way is my drain field. I know my septic tank, the tank itself is right in there, and the drain field goes down that way. And that kind of heads down towards the creek. Haven't done too much work to get killing blackberries and stuff. You can see the white berries in there, or white flowers rather. Those will be blackberries. These here in this bush, those are elderberries. One of these days we're going to try to make some wine maybe. Down there in that gully, I don't know if we can make it out or not, is the creek, and that's the property line. Coming this way to the easement, roughly that little yellow sign would be my east property line. And then up behind all these trees is my house. A little baby cherry tree trying to grow right here. Planted it and get a couple of cherries for the birds every year. But this is the south half of the property. There are some good-sized trees. You know, a few dollars there maybe. These trees are kind of on the end of the house there. And that's kind of a lone tree. We can walk down here a little bit more. Brush is thick enough, can't really get a shot of the house up there. This little road up and over the hill right there, that leads to the bottom pasture. Well, we'll come back in a minute when we get back to the road. Well, we're back to the road here. This property across the street is probably one of the most beautiful properties in Columbia County. There's a pond over there we'll go and visit later, where I do some trout fishing. Up here in a minute, I guess we can kind of sneak a glimpse. That's the old house up there. I can't believe the folks lived in that. When they were living there, there was no septic tank. Gray water just drained out to the side. There's our rural mailbox and the bus shelter the kids never use. We will pan back across the street here. We'll take a walk down this little logging road in a little while. That leads to a pretty good sized pond with some fish in it. Panning back over here, we will let this car go by. Well, this is our driveway. It's about 8 miles from the highway. Again, property goes up roughly to the stop sign up there. And then back down to the bottom of the hill where the creek goes underneath the road. Well, we'll walk up the driveway here. And see what we have here. Definitely out in the middle of the woods. There's the house sitting there. Down this way, property line runs roughly to the trees. Our neighbor is Longview Fiber, and it's a work in progress. We've been clearing down there, but it's definitely a work in progress. You can see the brown weeds down here. That's blackberries we sprayed. Side of the hill here, we have some roses. They're doing pretty well. A few blooming right now. And then we have raspberries, big clump in the shade. Yeah, we can see a raspberry or two in there. We'll sneak another look at those in a minute. But this will give you another view of the pasture here. All the way down into that corner down there. Now some flat land. We've been working on mowing all that. Kind of some trees and stuff in the way. Maybe we'll go ahead and walk down here. See what we're looking at. Get a little better view of it. More elderberries here. They're like a weed. I don't know how good this will come out, going from shade to light and back, and you can see the caterpillar down there. That's actually the neighbor's, the one who has an easement. He owns a little piece of this. That snag down there, that's his. If you can make out some white fence posts, I see one between us and the snag right there. That's the property line, and zoom wrong way. Well, we've got a little bit of room. That's the hill we just came down and get these pictures. Been working on mowing this. We're behind this year. Last year we had it all mowed and kept it watered, and it looked pretty nice.